Hello, everyone out there in the big old blue place that we call Earth. We Hack the Dino. This is our gaming cast where we bring you the past, present, and future of video games, news, previews, and reviews. I am Ben Rosenthal, and I am very tired, but that's okay. We'll soldier on through.
Forever? For you.
Forever! Floppy's here.
Hello, everybody. I'm not quite as tired as Ben.
What's all up in your business, Floppy?
What's up in my business?
Yeah.
Do you mean what we would like to... Oh, words. Do you want to know what we're talking about tonight?
Yeah, sure. But before we do,
yeah.
we should probably talk about the clone in the room.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's a clone now.
Antu. We have Antu because he is a clone of Anto.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Antu doesn't currently have a working face, so I'm not going on camera for a little bit.
He's still in progress.
Yeah. I hate those faces that don't work. Some would say my face doesn't work, but no, it's just how I look.
Only when you ask it to smile.
Yeah. Well, impossible, see? This is me smiling. Doesn't work. But that's okay because my mum... pretends to love me, and that's almost as good as like having
real
childhood
love
trauma, isn't it? Like it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Everyone, it doesn't. Look, it's not whether your parents love you; it's how much money you don't have
to spend on video games.
It's the friends around you, the friends who just sort of just. What are we talking about tonight, Floppy?
We're going to talk about games that are coming out this year still that you may have forgotten about or didn't know about. I think we're going to play a little bit of quiz on your face.
Sure. That's very generous of you.
And, we'll talk some deals.
Like pickles.
Yeah, deal pickles.
Pickle deals.
You know what we should have done?
What?
We should have put some stuff on this table.
What are you talking about? I got this box.
I mean, it's all good and well, but we usually have a lot more elaborate.
Well, what do you suggest?
I think what we should do is probably use a little bit of that TV magic.
TV magic?
Yeah, we'll do 1, 2, 3, click fingers and have everything just start.
Well,
done.
1, 2, then 3.
1, 2, 3, then click. So you click on 4.
But we're not counting to 4.
No, but you count 3 and then click. Like when you play rock, paper, scissors.
Hey, what? Whoa. 4 in...
So you go rock, paper, scissors, then you go.
No, you go rock, paper, and then scissors.
No, you don't do that. Because then you're more likely inclined to go scissors.
Correct, that's how you win.
No, you say you're going to play rock and then you don't do it.
No, you go scissors.
No.
But then you win.
Tell us in the chat if you prefer rock, paper, or scissors.
Or dynamite.
Yeah. But I think we should click the fingers. Can you do the clicking of the fingers?
I can legitimately click with one hand and not the other.
All right, we'll do it. Are you right-handed or left-handed?
Let's see. That's right hand.
Yep.
Oh, that's the first time I've clicked my left hand.
I wouldn't really call it a click.
Hey, whoa! It's not the performance. It happened, and we're happy with that result,
right,
and we'll just leave it there.
You want to go with both? You want to see with both?
Yeah, that one's tired. It's spent for at least half an hour.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Floppy.
Thank you. Yes, mate.
I've forgotten something.
All right, it's probably behind the couch. But while you're looking for it, I'm going to talk about 10 games that you forgot or didn't know were still coming in 2022.
You see the segue I was trying to do there? Did you see?
Yeah,
I was wondering what was going to happen.
I was setting you up. It's like an alley-oop. If we were playing basketball, I was going... I was making the call, and you were going to come in and do a 360 dunk. Bam! Like that.
Yep.
Anyway.
We should probably plan these things a little better.
What? No. Let us know on a vote now. Live poll, should we plan these things better?
Should we plan segues better, or should we just let us wing it? And
lettuce wings.
These wonderful moments.
Lettuce wings are great. Like chicken wings, but for vegans.
It's just the tip of the iceberg.
Lettuce.
Yeah. So, there are games coming out this year still. We all know that the Gotham Knights is coming. We all know that We all know that God of War is coming. At this point in time, it is.
Yes.
We all know that Last of Us Part 1's coming.
Thankfully.
Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
Yep.
But what about all the ones we forgot or didn't know were coming? I've got a few here to talk about. I figure we'll go one each. I'll start off.
Yeah, sure. I'm just trying to not make a blue joke. So
A blue joke?
a blue joke is a little bit blue.
I don't understand.
Blue means a bit risque. You're talking about games that were coming. So
Yeah, like the term blue movies and stuff.
yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. I must be slow tonight. So one of the games that is supposedly coming out this year, but we have just learned has not got a fixed date now, was Lord of the Rings Gollum. If you hadn't checked it out, this takes place in and amongst the stories of The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. It is a stealth-based adventure game. You get to climb, leap, grapple, and assassinate in very creative ways. Obviously, you're Gollum. You're not made for fighting, so it's more of a stealth adventure, like stealth espionage type style.
So basically Metal Gear.
Pretty much, but done with my precious.
So
Decisions,
with Kojima.
Yeah. But one of the cool parts that I really like about this is decisions you make and ways that you do things influence Gollum's personality. So he struggles between being Schmeagol and being Gollum. And you get to it's almost like the morality thing from Infamous.
Oh.
So that kind of piqued my interest and made me think even more like, I like this. This sounds pretty cool. I like the world that it's set in. The books are some of my favourite books.
Do you know, I've never read the books. I've got them in there.
They're great reads if
I've
you
got
have time to read.
Nice, big old volume. I was given to them for my 21st birthday by some friends.
Wow, so you've had these for a while.
About 5 years. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Still haven't had a chance to.
But yeah, Lord of the Rings Gollum. Look, taking place around the time, I'm pretty sure Bilbo's got the ring at this point, and Schmeagol / Gollum is really wants that thing back.
Yeah, it's set just after Bilbo escapes with the ring after they meet in the cave.
In The Hobbit.
Yes.
So delayed until
Indefinitely at the moment, but still 2022. So no date for 2022. We'll see if that comes
this
out.
whole thing that they've been on recently. I think Last of Us 2 started it last year when they go, oh, we're delaying it indefinitely, and it's code for we don't want to give you the actual date we have in mind yet. It's not indefinitely, because indefinitely means the game's cancelled.
Yeah, well, no, indefinitely means we have no idea.
But
Never.
that's not the
So it's
meaning
not
of the word.
indefinitely. It just doesn't have a set date for this year.
Yeah, indefinitely to me just is code for them saying like, hey, we're still making it, we don't have enough of a plan to give you a time frame.
I still think it's dodgy.
What's the next one,
Speaking
Ben?
of dodgy, Morbius. Morbius is a dodgy, always has been. I don't know why they made that film. Memes aside.
It was rubbish.
Morbin time.
Like, you remember Morbius from the comics, right?
I do.
He was a lame villain. Even
Yeah.
in the Spider-Man cartoon,
He was lame.
Lame.
He was like a David Jones model.
Anyway, he was
As
in
a
a
vampire.
series called Midnight Suns.
You're just
with
jealous you don't
Wolverine
get to
and
morb.
Doc Strange. And that comic series sucked as well. So they've done the next best thing and bought out a XCOM type card game based on Midnight Suns or something.
You know we weren't supposed to be ragging on all these, by the way.
Oh, right, sorry. Anyway, tactical RPG set in the darker, unholy side of Marvel. You are the hunter and lead a team of superheroes to fight Lilith, the goddess of hell, I believe, and Deadpool's former wife.
Oh, I didn't know
Her
that.
Horde and Hydra. Iron Man, Blade, Doctor Strange are some of the upgradable characters. Spider-Man's in it as well, because of course he is.
Yep. Now, this does look kind of cool. Like, I really enjoyed Marvel Ultimate Alliance, and I hear people like XCOM, and it's like a cross between the two of them.
I really don't like that new Ghost Rider design. I say new, it's been like that for about 10 years, but
Yeah,
I'm not a
you mean
fan.
I really don't like that old Ghost Riders design.
I just don't like Ghost Rider full stop. I think it's a bit of a boring character.
But yeah, this looks like an interesting one. I kind of think if you're a Mario and Rabbids fan, you're an XCOM fan, or
That's
just a Marvel
Nico
fan,
from Runaways.
you might like it.
Yeah, I doubt it. Okay, it's
But
Wolverine.
check it out. You know what I really should have done was get the dates for when these things were coming out.
Yeah, why? Overrated.
Number 3 on the list. Now, these are not in any form of order at all. Is Pac-Man World Repacked. Now, I didn't even know this thing existed until I heard there was a remake. So this is a remake of the 3D Pac-Man game. When did this come out originally?
Early 2000s?
Pac-Man World, the original.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it was either 1999 or 2000. Yeah.
Okay. So
It's
you
a
get
GameCube
to...
game, wasn't it?
I thought the original was on PS1.
Probably.
Could be. So anyway, the ghosts from Pac-Man have kidnapped Pac-Man's family, and you need to go rescue them. You get to solve environmental puzzles and navigate the world in a platforming adventure. Or there is also a maze mode filled with 3D mazes.
Sounds amazing.
It looks pretty fun. Like, it looks like a really nice turn your brain off and have some stupid fun kind of game. I hope it comes out cheap.
Pac-Man World was a 1999 PlayStation 1 release that eventually got a sequel, Pac-Man World 2, on PS2, GameCube, and Xbox.
Oh, there you go. I was almost right.
So depending on the price, I would totally play that.
Really?
Yeah. Depending on the price.
I like Pac-Man, but I don't. Like, I like Pac-Man up until the point where I play one of the games and go, oh, that's right.
That's right. No, I mean, I like the stuff like that. It looks like a relatively easy time, silly, fun platformer that you can turn your brain off.
Yep.
And I am a fan of those.
I'm a big fan of turning my brain off.
Yeah.
I personally think it's been delayed because of the outrage at Pac-Man's wife being changed.
Yeah, because they didn't want to play royalties anymore. How ironic's that?
It's a different lady.
Yep. Do you want to take us through that, Anto? That hot pocket?
I don't actually know a huge amount about it, unfortunately.
It's basically they've not because Mrs. Pac-Man was it was a bootleg. That they just altered the board and made a brand new game called Mrs. Pac-Man, and because it was by an American company, it skirted around those copyright laws way back in the day.
Oh.
And they added a couple more different gameplay elements to make it a little bit different. So then they licensed out that to Taito, who at the time owned Pac-Man, I believe. And they've decided that they're going to scrub Mrs. Pac-Man from history. And it's now Pac Lady or something like that. Madam Pac-Man, I don't know what her name is. But
Mistress Pac?
They've just decided, no, to hell with you. We're not paying you any more money, you bootleggers. We're taking all the money for ourselves, and Pac-Man's got himself another partner.
Got himself a side piece.
Well, that's their...
yes.
Do you
want to take the next one?
Sure. Plague Tale Requiem, the sequel to A Plague Tale Innocence, is still coming out this year. It's a spectacular tale twisted by supernatural forces. I don't know what that meant. You use tools, sneak, fight, or unleash rats. So many rats. Stunning visuals and an enthralling score. I remember seeing Dan stream this.
Yeah,
he loved it.
Well, the first one, A Plague Tale Innocence.
Have you played this one, Floppy?
No, I haven't, but I keep meaning to. Like, every time it got re-released, the Innocence one got re-released on PS5, and I keep thinking about...
It was one of the PS Plus games?
It very well could be. Like, I'm going to have to check it out. And two, have you played this?
I haven't.
Well, not this one, but obviously.
I'm in a similar boat to you. I think I got it through PS Plus, but I've never actively gone, oh yeah, I'm going to play that.
Everyone I know that has played it was just amazed at how beautiful it was and how much of a nice, well-made game it was. Game Boy Dad in the chat has said, my wife hates rodents. 0% chance of me getting it.
Well, they're not real.
Yeah, Afronix has just said as well, if it gets delayed, their fantasy critic is screwed.
What's the next? The next fun time.
Next one is one that I'm super keen on, actually, and I've pre-ordered this, and I've pre-ordered collector's edition of this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's Taiko. No, I'm good. I apologize if
Dang it! This is what I meant to pre-order the other day.
Taiko no Tatsujin.
Taiko no Tatsujin Rhythm Festival. So become the drum master in story mode of this game. Play Taiko mode on 4 difficulty levels and 76 songs. Play online, get party mode, get music pass for over 500 extra songs.
That's so good.
Drum.
Yep.
Be a Japanese drummer. And the collector's edition has the physical drum.
Yep.
Sit up there. Oh, man, I saw this thing and I was like, I need a drum. You know that I'm a sucker for a peripheral.
You know they've got these in Japan. Big ass, big screen, big drums. And
yeah, they've got huge, like, proper festival-size ones.
Got them in time zone at the moment at TTP.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They got them in?
I forgot to mention, one of the things I did with my kids is I went to an arcade.
Oh, wow.
And we played one.
Good time?
Yeah, it was great.
One of them you can download is
Look
the
at that
Legend of Zelda thing. There's been different versions of this because they've had them at Retrospect.
Yeah, there's been a few.
Before. I know King Kaiju can get the drums in with a Bluetooth peripheral as well.
Dude, this is like Japanese-inspired Guitar Hero.
So what's the collector's edition come with that you pre-ordered?
It comes with the drums, the physical drums.
Oh, right, cool.
So that you can get it on its own, and I'm assuming it's just becomes a rhythm game with button presses.
Or maybe the Joy-Cons?
Maybe the Joy-Cons.
You can use for Joy-Cons for the Switch version. You can use for touchscreen, I believe. Or you can tap buttons.
Yeah, but I'm getting the drum.
Yeah, same.
I'm getting a drum and drumsticks. And I'm going to drum the hell out of it.
So you'll be high on life when that comes in, won't you, Floppy?
I will, much like you will be when you play High on Life.
I won't, but High on Life's coming this year. It's a first-person shooter set in a science fiction world where anthropomorphic talking guns. Actually, I probably will play this. This sounds awesome.
Yeah.
From co-creator Rick and Morty, this will be wildly bizarre, coming digitally to Games Pass. That's right. I remember this now
Yeah.
because I'm a big fan of Justin Roiland.
Yep.
Yeah. High on Life, guns shooting guns.
Yeah, I think this will be so weird and twisted. Well, it's very weird and twisted.
Yeah, he's
as
a
we
penis.
just saw.
Yeah.
He had peas-ness. Yeah, I'm going to play the heck out of that. Well, I'm going to try the heck out of that. See how I go. And once you've got High on Life, you can go back to Monkey Island.
Or you can
Return to Monkey Island.
you can return to it. Yeah.
So this continues the story of the Secret of Monkey Island and LeChuck's Revenge. Which brings the point-and-click adventure back to solve puzzles and explore islands. You get to interact with characters with context and have reactive dialogue trees, which has become quite popular nowadays. This is the conclusion of the series that was done by the original creator.
Have you heard about the internet? This is about you. The idiots on the internet.
Oh, who are trolling the people about the artistic design?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate them.
Like, what is wrong with you? Like, this game isn't made exclusively for you and your tastes, Mr. 90-year-old 90s kid who played this.
90-year-old 90s kid?
That's right. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Poor old Ron Gilbert. He's come out with the game. He kept it secret all this time. Comes out with a hugely requested game in the series that he created, and all you can do is sit there and complain a bit like, oh, fuck.
See, he's had to remove himself from social media, I believe.
Yeah, he's just gone now. He's just gone. He'll release the game, and it's just taken all the pleasure he had out of it.
So if you're a fan of the old Monkey Island games, or any point-and-click adventure, jump on this, show the guy that you appreciate what he's done. He was the original creator, and then there were many sequels that were done afterwards that were done by other departments and stuff like that. But he has come back to finish his story that he began back in the 90s.
Antu?
Just wanted to add that Monkey Island is the reason I know that a herring gull exists.
What's a herring gull?
It's a type of bird. And
Well,
a fish.
Is it like, tell us you haven't played Monkey Island without telling us you haven't played Monkey Island?
Did you
What's
say
a
it was a
herring gull?
type of bird and a fish?
Yeah, there's a herring gull, which is a bird, and then there's a herring, which is a fish.
Oh, I thought it was like the same animal.
Nah.
It's like
It was a birdfish.
It's a birdfish.
sounds like that would be evil. And if you went to the West, it'd be Evil West.
Evil West.
Like Billy West, but evil.
No, dude, you would love Evil West.
Really? Well, apparently you battle alone or with a friend in a stylish, gory action combat. Take on the role of one of the last agents in a vampire hunting institute in a dark and weird Wild West setting. Evolve with perks?
There was supposed to be maybe
Words in that
or
sentence?
punctuation.
Yeah. Upgradable weapons and tools. A story-driven campaign. Crazy, gory, vampire-ridden American frontier. I would like it, but I don't really like America. So.
Okay, so this is...
And that's probably not what I should be saying, considering a majority of our listeners are American. So I take that back. All hail America, our supreme overlords. You're doing heaps good at everything.
Yeah, but basically take Borderlands and insert vampires and then set it in the American frontier, Wild West, with some like steampunk
Only
tech going on.
if I can have mechanical spider legs and Will
Wow.
Smith sings
Wow, wow, West.
Wiki,
Yes.
in the Wild,
Wow,
Wild
It's-
West.
It's giving me
Vomit.
It looks
Gears
so
of
much
War
fun.
meets Borderlands kind of vibes.
Yeah. It looks like it would
It
be...
looks really cool.
I know, I've got to say, not bad. Not like taken with the trailer I just saw. Like,
You don't have to be, mate.
I'm just glad they put gameplay in the trailer. Like, I'm kind of getting fed up with watching trailers that are just CG movie
oh, me
fests.
too.
Yeah, I like to see gameplay.
Yeah, who would have thought? Can I see the game that I'm playing or just the cutscenes? Who are you, Kojima? No, you're not. Only Kojima can do that.
All right, next one. So number 9 on the 10 games you probably forgot or didn't know about. Destroy All Humans 2 Reprobed is coming. So this is...
What was that sound?
That was a probe.
Oh, in or out?
You pick. Your dealer's choice. So this is a complete rebuild of the sequel to Destroy All Humans, which of course got a remake a couple of years ago. 3-4 years ago.
I believe it was 2019.
Yeah, it was something
because
like that.
I
remember I was
working
working
my
in the
current
city.
job.
Yep, me too. So this has been rebuilt from scratch in Unreal Engine 4. You get to use all the crypto skins from the first game. It's set in the 1960s on Earth, but has a much larger open world. You get to hoover up humans into your saucer and then grind them into DNA cocktails to upgrade your skills. And also has 2-player split screen co-op, which is always a good time.
Cool. Local or?
Local split screen
Oh, wow.
co-op. But yeah, these games are hilarious. They are so much fun. They really take the piss out of being the bad guy. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you haven't played the first one. You are going to Earth to to find strands of your species' DNA, because one of your species went to Earth back many millions of years ago. Had a good time. So every human has a strand of their of Crypto's DNA in them.
A special genetic code they left on the bedsheet.
Yeah, basically, because your species has become unable to reproduce because of I think it was radioactive things that they work with, and they've cloned themselves so much now that they can't do it anymore.
What's with the kaiju?
It's just having a good time.
Cool.
I was going to say, like, the kaiju has sold me on playing this, and I haven't even touched the first one ever.
The first one had so much. It was really good at picking up the tropes of the 1950s. Mm-hmm. So there was I was a lot of scared of
Racists.
Well, there was a lot of racist stuff going on. Scared of Russian things like that was going on. Cold War was happening, or had begun, and lots of other things that they were afraid of that in society, and the way people think and what they might like. And so you could read people's minds, and you would go along and you might find a farmer who's he's big burly, he's a man's man, and you'd read his mind, and he'd be hoeing the fields, and he'd be thinking to himself, think about baseball, think about basketball, oh, and he'd say some man's name, and you realise he's trying to repress himself. It's the 1950s.
That's pretty funny.
No, they did it really good. They took the piss out of the way that 1950s repressed everyone.
Yeah.
See, if you're going to do it that way. Like, don't jump on the hate bandwagon. Ridicule it. That's the best way to do it.
Absolutely.
Also, I'm putting the trailer back up purely because I took it away too soon, because I think everyone will appreciate the next 10 seconds of footage.
Apart from the podcast people.
Except for the podcast people. I'm sorry. We'll describe it to you afterwards. Just the fact that kaiju on the moon.
It's a kaiju moon.
Kaiju moon. Done. Sold.
Now, this last one I put in here.
I think you should take it.
You think I'll take it? I put it in here personally because I didn't even know it was coming. I saw it on a pre-order list at some point and went, oh my God, that's weird. I need it. We're getting a game this year, an Alfred Hitchcock Vertigo. So this is an original story about obsession, manipulation, and madness, and all inspired by Alfred Hitchcock's film Vertigo. As a powerful narrative experience with 4 playable characters, all who have a different story to tell.
Now, Vertigo is one of your favourite films?
It's not one of my favorite. Well, it is. It's up there. My favorite film. One of my favorite films is Rear Window by Alfred Hitchcock, and I'm just a Hitchcock fan.
Floppy was in his teen years when it first came out.
In the 60s. Michael Towns in the chat's gone, ooh, based on the U2 song.
Hello, little place called Vertigo.
But once again, it has those interactive dialogues that shapes the relationships with characters. The game changes as you play it, depending on how you play it. I really like these sorts of style of things, and I'm really keen to see what happens with an Alfred Hitchcock themed story.
You reckon it'll have the bom, 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 bom,
bom, I hope it has all of that. I hope it has all of that.
Will you think have Orson Welles in it?
Probably not.
I am Unicron.
Yeah, from that famous Alfred Hitchcock film,
Yeah, that Alfred
Transformers.
Hitchcock film, Transformers the movie, where he played Optimus Prime.
Yeah. No, he didn't.
No.
He played Unicron.
Man, remember when Starscream got his killed by Galvatron?
Oh, he just turned into dust.
Yeah. Oh, that was brutal because I love
great.
Starscream. I'm noticing something. I like all the whiny bad guys.
Bad guys.
Why is that?
Shoe fits.
And
mate.
then I wonder why no one likes me. Anyway, Floppy.
Yes, mate.
What are we looking at now? What do we got for everyone in the world?
I can't remember if we had an intro for this or not.
We don't have a button, but I can do the deals sound.
There we go. That's what we're waiting for. We're waiting for deals. We got some cool deals this week. If you're over on your Switch, possibly in your eShop, you could get a little game called
Before
Dex.
you add right to your
Before
favourite
you
list.
add right first.
Yes, absolutely.
Get
100%.
right.
Get right.
And then, once you've gotten right and downloaded that, jump on over and get Dex.
Anto?
DEX.
Just very quickly, for anyone who is watching with their children or youngsters, or anyone who may not, you may not want to be subject to potentially adult themes and things.
Oh, I forgot about
The
that.
trailer for this is a mature 17 plus rated trailer for blood, drugs, partial nudity, sexual themes, etc. So maybe just don't watch the screen for the next 10, 15 seconds or so.
Yeah, and just block your ears because tits balls.
So this is a 2D action RPG with like this non-linear gameplay. You get to explore, talk, fight, and hack. Very, very cool. It's normally $30. You can get it right now for $2.
$2.
$2, mate. If you like a cyberpunk-themed action RPG that it's 2D,
Yeah.
$2. Look, it looks great. It looks give me flash.
All these things are sort of in my wheelhouse.
It gives me real flashback vibes.
Oh, I was just going to say, this looks very flashback meets, what's that Sega CD game? Snatcher. It's got that sort of real Blade Runner-esque vibe to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Very sort of, what do they call it? Noir-y.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk.
Cyber noir.
Cyber noir. Yeah, $2 down from 30. So, $2.
Michael Towns says Flashback meets Disco Elysium.
Yeah, very much so.
That's a good description, yeah.
So I'm going to be getting this. I think for $2, it's not even a question.
Yeah, it's worth a punt.
Absolutely. What else is worth a punt is if you like racing games.
I saw this. I was going through the eShop the other day and saw this and went, ooh.
This is 80s Overdrive is what it's called.
Hell yeah.
It is a 2D pixel art racing game, which is a throwback to 8 and 16-bit consoles.
Look at that.
Look how amazing this is. Do you not get what is it, California Cruising? Or was it Cruising USA?
No, it was Overdrive.
Overdrive?
Outrun, I think,
Outrun,
is the game
Outrun.
you're thinking of. Yeah, this looks just like Outrun meets like Super Hang-On.
So this is normally $15, which in itself is not a bad price.
Yep.
It's on special right now for $1.50.
Yeah, fuck, I gotta
I'm
get
getting
this.
that when I get home.
Yeah, $1.50, mate.
Like, there's also one called Music Racer or something like that. It's very much like this.
Ooh,
But it is like all Neo and Tron-esque, and
what's it called?
It's not even a race. It's like just basically you're driving and it's a chill out session.
Yeah.
And with really cyber synthy type music. There's a DeLorean in there. Oh man.
Yeah, that is. I mean, this is a hell of a deal. If you've got a Switch and you like this sort of stuff, if you're 30 or more, grab Dex, grab 80s Overdrive. It's not even a question. It's $3.50 to get them both.
I will.
Yeah,
I think after this, I'm going on my Switch and downloading some games.
Over on the PlayStation Store, we got a few things. Not quite the amazing deals that are on the Switch, but you can get now. Simulation games are all the rage at the moment, right? Mm-hmm. One of the biggest.
Do you know why?
Why?
So we can escape this awful reality.
Yeah, you know what got released today physically was a lawn mowing simulator, and people have gone bananas. But one of the biggest ones at the moment is Power Wash
I
Simulator.
know. Remember, Braden was obsessed with it.
Power Wash Simulator is so good. It is so good.
I found another simulator which might not be as relaxing, but it's probably more up my alley. Thief Simulator. You can wander around a neighborhood and just break into places and steal things.
Why does that guy look like me?
I don't know, Ben. Why does that guy look like you?
Oh, because everyone now has a beard and a bald head.
Yeah. But yeah, you swipe stuff. That was a 360. You swiped a 360. This is normally $30, down to $12. It's open to you as to how you achieve your goals. You can go around and learn patterns and investigate to get, say, things like alarm codes and stuff.
Can you just break their necks?
You can just what? Bacon and eggs?
No, break their necks. Walk up behind them.
No. You're supposed to be a cat burglar.
Well, you're stealing their life.
Picking locks.
Stealing 80s tube TVs.
Yeah, man. This looks like a real good time. I'm pretty keen. I'm debating picking that up as well.
Okay. Just very quickly in the chat, Ulrich has said the PlayStation 4 version, if you buy it, doesn't let you finish the story due to a bug which hasn't been fixed yet.
Oh.
Good times.
Michael Towns has said it's Salisbury Simulator. Hey, man. I grew up in Salisbury.
Devon Park, maybe?
No, I grew up in Salisbury. It's pretty accurate.
But for those of you who are listening to the podcast or watching this from anywhere else in the world that isn't Adelaide,
Yeah.
Salisbury's the rough area.
Well, it's one of them.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the northern rough areas. Also on the PlayStation is Dragons Dogma Dark Arisen. Normally $30 down to $6.
That title doesn't make sense
Dark
grammatically.
Dark
Arisen.
Mate, half the stuff I write doesn't make
Yeah,
sense.
but like Dark Arisen?
It's because it's a remastered version of the original with extra stuff.
Yes.
But it's still like Dark Arisen isn't a grammatically correct combination of words.
Correct.
You can be arisen or you can arise. But you can't
No,
be
I think it's Dragons Dogma Dark Arisen.
Oh, so there's no comma.
Yeah, you know I don't do punctuation.
Well, did they do punctuation? Get Capcom on the phone right now.
Probably.
Get
Yeah,
Joe
if you've-
Capcom here.
If you've ever played Dragon's Dogma back in the day and would like to play it again, it's $6. So yeah,
Dragon's Dogma any good?
it depends if you're into that sort of thing. Do you like fantasy?
Yeah, if you like fantasy action RPGs, it's probably up your alley. Coda started playing this, Cat Like Sparky in the chat.
No comma.
Started playing it about 2 or 3 weeks ago after finishing all of the Dragon Age games.
Yeah, wow.
Just for the podcast listeners, there was no grammatic commas or anything. In fact, Dark and Arisen were in the same font. So get me Joe Capcom now,
There
damn
you
it.
go. I'm not going to bring up videos for what's coming out on the PlayStation Plus this month, but just sort of yell them out. We've got Yakuza Like a Dragon, which is the latest in the Yakuza series, but
It's
it
a
has
good
changed
month.
things up.
It's a good month.
It is a good month. Beats last month. We've also got Tony Hawk 1 and 2 Remaster.
Super
Amazing.
keen.
I'm
So
looking
good.
forward to getting that.
And Little Nightmares, which, if you've watched the show for any length of time, know that I love the Little Nightmares games, Little Nightmares 1 and 2, which is a horror-themed 2D platformer.
Yeah,
puzzle
the
platform.
stream you did of it a couple of months back was real creepy too. Like, that's just a real cool
Dan
time.
streamed it as well.
Yeah, it's such a creepy game. It's so good.
Yakuza, all the Yakuzas are coming to PS Plus, by the way.
Yes.
If
was
you've
announced
got Deluxe and Premium.
Yep, you get them all, just like Xbox.
Now, over on Game Pass on Xbox, coming on August the 9th, we've got 2 Point Campus. If you've ever played
Sims.
any Sims, this is Sims meets university management. They're hilarious. I played the 2 Point Hospital when that came out, which was you had to build a hospital, manage the people that came in, hire people.
So 2 Point Hospital was a spiritual sequel to a game that came out on the PS1.
Was it just called Hospital?
I think so, because Jazz played it as a kid,
Yeah.
and she loved it. And I hunted down this game and found it for her, and then this came out on the Switch. And she's like,
cool.
I'll just play that. It's like, are you
Kidding me?
look at all this effort.
They're really funny. They're tongue-in-cheek humor. For instance, in the hospital one, if someone came in suffering from lightheadedness, the head was actually a big giant light globe. Like just stuff like that. It's ridiculous. It's a simulation. You make money. Theme Hospital. Dylan the Villain said it was called. Theme
Hospital. That's
Thank you,
what it
Dylan
was,
the Villain,
yes.
in the chat. Yeah, get this. It's fun. It's going to be great. Also, on August the 4th, if you've liked, what's the one where everyone plays soccer with cards?
Rocket League.
Rocket League. Try Turbo Golf Racing, where if you put the video up there, and it's the same thing, playing golf with cars and giant balls. Look at that. This is ridiculous. For
Is
those
this
that
made
are
by the
listening,
same people?
I reckon it must be. We basically got Rocket League.
Isn't Rocket League epic?
It's pretty epic.
Yes, it is. It's Epic / Harmonix now.
Yeah, I thought so.
It's basically Rocket League, but instead of playing soccer, you're trying to get through a golf course with everything from disco balls to giant tennis balls and these amazingly varied little hot rods with all sorts of attachments. It looks hilarious. It looks absolutely hilarious. It's coming to Game Pass on August 4th.
This does look like a really good time. I like Rocket League. I fear this might suffer from the fact that, you've got to actually potentially aim a little bit more than in Rocket League.
Oh, like when you're trying to get a ball into a goal.
But yeah. I don't know, it looks fun. I'm going to give it a go.
Just on Epic, and this by the time this episode goes live, it'll be horribly out of date, but I'm going to bring it up anyway. John Cena is in Fortnite.
Is he? I can't see him.
And he's got his emote, and his theme music plays. I kind of want to get it just for that.
Yeah.
Because I just want to walk around going, ba ba da da. Because it's the meme. And being a wrestling fan, I'm very excited about that, and I'm tempted to get it. But then, probably in a week or two's time, when Dragon Ball Superheroes comes out in the cinemas, we're probably going to get Goku and Vegeta and... what's the purple cat's name? I keep forgetting.
Beerus, the god of destruction.
And one more that they haven't announced, but those are the three that they sort of have. So, I've been playing the Green Goblin for ever since it came out.
I've been playing Gambit.
Yeah, when Vegeta comes out, it's going to be a tough decision for me. Like, oh man, having Vegeta do the "you can't see me" thing. Oh,
that'll be weird.
He's back. John Cena's back blings like the WWE Championship, and while I might start watching WWE again because old man Vince has been given his marching orders.
About time too. That guy's a trash bander, isn't he?
Oh, they're a horrible. It was a horrible company, and hopefully it gets better now. But yeah, Vegeta, like, love you, big guy. Love you and your Widow's Peak.
It's going to be hilarious. Like, we're going to be playing. We're going to be running around as a trio. Mm-hmm. One of us is going to get headshot from a mountaintop, and then the camera's just going to cut to, like, Vegeta doing a dab or something.
Yep.
It's going to be great.
This is why I think Fortnite will be the metaverse. Like, they're already pushing the creative, where you can, like, people can make their own games. They're already pushing sort of, like, live events and integrate concerts in there as well. You can already meet up with your friends and chat there. Like, it's only a matter of time before it just keeps expanding and expanding and expanding. Trust me, this is what the metaverse will be. You can just buy your own IP, your own skin, and go in there. But you know what else you can do?
What's that, mate?
Well, maybe you shouldn't do this, but quiz on your face!
I feel like we should have music at that point.
Yeah, I think everyone's just reeling from me yelling out that they should quiz on their own faces. Anyway, this is a game that we play for those of you who are joining us for the very first time. Thank you for getting this far along. If you are still here and joining us and want to hear us quizzing all over our faces, please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, and get a Kleenex.
Get a baby wipe, mate. Don't get a Kleenex. That's not going to do it. Rookie move.
Pent up, are you? Like a shotgun. What I am trying to say is I have 4 video game related questions here. Each one has 4 multiple choice answers. I will ask a question, and I've got 2 people here and Floppy, both who are going to answer the questions by yelling out their name. Whoever yells it out first and gives us the right answer will get a point. And if they don't give me the right answer, they're out, and the other person's got a free guess.
Can I just say Antu must yell out Antu, for that is his name. And if he yells out Anto, it's invalid.
Okay, cool. If we're going by our video game names, you have to go by Floppy.
You've just cost yourself me being a smart-ass, Floppy. I hope you're happy. Because he was going to yell out Anto, and I was going to go, sorry, you're Antu, and I was going to give you a free pass. But you've ruined it now. You've ruined me being a prick. Well done.
Question.
Yes. Antu.
Are any of these questions unfairly steeped in Australian history?
Probably all of them. So, two are from my brain, and 2 are from our beloved high-end Patreons. Thank you, Michael Towns and Dylan the Villain. And just to go through the scores, as I do, everyone who plays the game is on the scoreboard. So we have Ben S. from the Toy Power Podcast on 1, Trent from the Toy Power Podcast on 2, as is Jazz, who is also on 2, Braden's on 5, Anto's on 19, and Floppy is on 21. Okay, are we ready, gentlemen, for question number 1?
Yes.
This one is from Michael Towns.
Ooh.
He sent it to me this morning, and I said I had to rewrite it because the show only goes for an hour.
Oh.
It was wordy. Okay. A man in Brazil held a woman hostage for 9 hours using which game peripheral? Was it A, a Tony Hawk's ride board, B, an NES, anus, system zapper, C, a Sega Master System light phaser, or D, a Steel Battalion Xbox mech controller?
Antu.
Antu.
Oh. I'm going to guess, purely because it's Brazil, and Sega had a very strong presence in Brazil, it's the Master System light gun controller.
Yeah, I don't like logic being used to answer these questions.
Is it because he's right?
Yeah, he's right.
Far out.
There's no place for, like, deduction here. But yes, correct.
I was going to say Zapper, because it's the most, what I would have thought, the most common one.
No, Brazil.
Not in Brazil.
And also not in jolly old England.
What?
Governor.
What was that?
In jolly old England, they have Sega.
That was much worse than Floppy's Cockney accent at
I did a
McDonald's.
Cockney accent today.
Oh, I'm from jolly old England, Your Majesty.
Anto and I went through the drive-through today on the way to Ben's house, and for some stupid reason, there was either a wire that got loose in my head or a switch that somehow got flipped. When the lady came on the drive-through window, I spoke in a Cockney accent. No idea why. I shat myself immediately because I'm like, oh my God, now I have to keep doing this.
The funniest thing was you did it, and while I was stifling a laugh, you turned around to me and went, "What am I doing?" And I was like, "I don't know."
So then kept it up throughout the entire drive-through.
So you just like
it up the whole
went
time.
over the curb and drove away.
No, I kept it up. It was hilarious.
Okay, question number 2. We're ready.
Yes, we are.
And two might have an unfair advantage in this one, Floppy.
Yeah, what is it, music?
No.
What is it, music?
In Smash Brothers,
Oh, fuck.
who was Mario's moveset originally based on?
What?
Was it A, Ken, B, Sub-Zero, C, B, Orchid,
Floppy.
Floppy?
Sub-Zero.
Incorrect.
Yeah, all right. I had to guess, otherwise he was going to know it.
Or D, Ryu. And 2?
Sorry, can you repeat
Yep.
the first 2 and the last one?
Ken, Sub-Zero, B. Arthur, and Ryu.
Ken, B, Orchid, or Ryu.
Is B Orchid a Killer Instinct character?
Correct.
Okay, no, it's probably Ryu.
Correct! It is based on Ryu. And if you look at his
Damn it.
skill set, he's got
Yeah.
a dragon uppercut. He's got
I just remember that.
He's got a fireball.
fireball. Yep, it's all there. So you're all tied up, 21 apiece.
Oh,
Excuse me, Sub-Zero did heaps of fireballs. Didn't he?
No.
Damn it.
No. Quite the opposite.
B. Arthur, wasn't it?
It was B. Arthur. Yeah.
I'm really mad at the chat just taking the mickey out of my accent now.
So you don't even have an accent.
I know, it's weird.
Next one's from Dylan the Villain.
All right, Dylan. Come on, mate.
Okay.
Give me a good one, please.
If you were to pirate the classic game Earthbound, what would happen? A. Your XP would be drastically reduced. B. Your level never increases. C. You're unable to take money out of ATMs. Or D. The game crashes just before the end
Floppy.
and deletes your save. Yes, Floppy.
I'm going to go with D.
Correct. Isn't that brutal? I love it.
You know what? I'd heard that it did something, but I didn't know what.
Yep. Just before the ending, it crashes
that's
and
good on them.
deletes your save. That's
Good on 'em.
fantastic.
That's amazing.
All right, so Floppy, you're on 22. Anto, you're on 21.
Okay.
Okay, Anto. Can you do this?
And 2, by the way.
Sorry, Anto. Can you do this?
Can I do what?
Can you answer this correctly to tie it all up?
I mean, hopefully, but...
Question number 4. The Sega Saturn
Ooh.
was the first console to ship with an internal memory. How big was it? Was it A, 10 bytes, B, 1 megabyte, C, 10 megabytes, or D, 1.21 gigawatts?
Floppy.
Floppy?
Shoot, what was the second one?
1 megabyte.
Yep. 1
Yep.
megabyte.
Correct! Oh, and 2. You almost had it.
I mean, I was going to say that as well, purely because they released that expansion cartridge that increased it by like 4 to 8 megabytes, but, you know, whatever.
So I've just...
What you were going to say? I can get your points, mate.
Just making a correction. Sorry, just bear with me. I'm just balancing the books here.
Rodeo.
And just
Oh, that's not fair!
just need to... Hang on. Just let me work out this sum. Okay, all right. So at the end of that round...
For those of you who
For the
can't
end of that round, we have Ben S. from Toy Power Podcast on 1. Trent, you do that, Anto, and I'm deleting all your scores and you go to 0. No.
No. We made that at the
Hey,
beginning.
no, so he's never been that. All right? And secondly, this is my game. I'm the game master. I'll do whatever the F I want.
I'm player 1, you get the third-party controller.
So guess what? We have Ben S on 1, Trent on 2, Braden on 5, Jazz on 2, and 2 on 2 points, Anto on, let's say 5, and Floppy is on 21. Congratulations, Floppy. You're doing a real good job there. Well done.
Seems like I didn't earn it. Seems like maybe you two had a power struggle in the run sheet.
Which is really weird because...
Watching them battling, changing the scores.
He hasn't got to say it. All I have to do now is just like lock the sheet and make him unable to edit. It's real easy.
I'll just take my computer with me and we won't stream next time.
He's got a point.
He does have a point, but do you know what the other point is?
What?
We've still got Anto. We can ditch this clone.
Correct.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought the original died.
No, that was my mistake. Sorry.
No. We've got him. We've got Anto locked away, so where you can't get him.
Not
evil clone.
locked away. We've given him a nice bed and breakfast.
That's right. And the cuffs only chafe a little bit.
And they were furry.
We're taking good care of his O-penis. We've been Hack the Dino. This has been our gaming cast. And when we don't preemptively end the stream, we do other things. Floppy, what do you do?
I have a little page on Instagram called Floppy Plays Games. And Floppy also sometimes posts some of the things that he bought, which he forgot to do today.
Good.
Yeah.
But you
One
have
of the
something,
one of the things I got recently, actually, over the last couple of weeks, was I got one of my Grail items for the NES, of which I only got a NES this year. You were
Anus.
there.
You got an anus.
Yes. And I got...
How's the anus treating you?
It's wonderfully.
Yeah?
Yeah, never skips a beat.
You just slot things right in there?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Sometimes take them out and blow on them.
Play a good time?
I got The Legend of Zelda on NES, which I
Anus.
was very, very happy with.
You played it yet?
I haven't played it yet, but I am going to.
It's basically Breath of the Wild.
I have got graph paper aside to be able to draw my map. I'm going to do it old school.
Did I tell you about
Yeah, you found
my
one
guide?
with the
Yeah,
maps.
just for those of you who haven't heard this story, I'll repeat it again. When I was in Japan, I picked up a Japanese guide for The Adventure of Link, the second Zelda game on the NES. And when I was looking through it, it still had the graph paper in there. Someone had hand-drawn their map, some Japanese kid, and then sold it with it tucked in. It was just really, really cool. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, I've also picked up today, which hasn't made it onto my Instagram page. I picked up Shredder's Revenge and Xenoblade Chronicles 3, which I'm very excited to dig into both of them.
Have you played the other Xenoblade games?
Yes.
They-
Yeah, I
they're a
have
good
1,
time?
2, and I have the expansion for 2 as well. Yeah, look, if you are into those things, they're a great time. I really like them. I like the really cringy Japanese style animation and English voices. I think they're funny. That was hilarious. I just want to be a driver, Dad.
What?
It's so good.
I just want to quickly mention, Townsley's just put in the chat, he bought a Wii game not long ago that had a note inside from a kid who was asking his mum politely if he could stop being grounded.
It's fantastic.
It's really
That
precious.
child's dead.
It's lovely.
They got dark. What do you do, Ben?
Me?
Yeah.
Other stuff that I'll talk about after Anto has
Okay.
talked about what he does.
Oh,
Anto?
I'm going first, am I?
Yeah, why not?
Cool. Well, I recently started a page called Final Fantasy because Final Fant with a capital A and T was taken.
I still don't get that.
I started out saying Bad Game Arts with an S because Bad Game Art was already taken, and now Anto's just stolen that catchphrase.
Oh,
because
they
let him
haven't
go.
stolen it. Words aren't copyrighted property.
He's
Shush.
taken my byline.
I don't feel like he has.
It very much is. I'm very attacked.
I think it is similar, but legally different enough from.
It's not. No, there's no whatever that law is.
It's
That's
like
not happening.
No, it's like loaded weapon and lethal weapon. They're similar but different.
I'm the good movie and Anto's the joke. Gotcha. Right.
Sure.
Wait, what?
Anyway, what's that? You doing?
Yeah, it's just a Final Fantasy collection appreciation page, I guess. To keep in line with the running joke, I guess, this is my 12th copy of Final Fantasy VII, the big box PC version. And just a whole bunch of other stuff.
Can I say, I
most
think
of
you
it.
take the best photos.
Now, very nice photos.
Oh, thank you. It's amazing what an iPhone can do for you when you have no photography skill.
Mine are literally sitting on my floor.
Mine are on my
Arcade cab.
arcade cabinet with my games in the background. Yeah, right, that'll do.
But yeah, most of this, I say most of it, 1, 2, I think 3 or so of these are provided by Floppy.
You're welcome.
But yeah, this is basically it. My personal Instagram is not really used much. But
Well,
yeah.
My
you like
personal
Final
Instagram
Fantasy?
is used a lot because it's an insurance record for all the stuff that I collect. So you can find it over there on Instagram at Mr. Benjamin. I've just been posting some things. There's that Buster Move 2, the arcade edition that I was talking about previously. That's a good old game. I got $15.
Get that Game Traders sticker off there.
No, that's part of the history. That's how much someone paid for it, and not how much I paid for it. And there's other things as well. I've just been going through my collection. You can see the Naruto SP
I
there.
was wondering what that was.
I got that from Japan. Again, about $20 in a
What?
second-hand shop in Japan.
Is this an old thing that you haven't sort of posted before?
I'm
Okay.
just reposting things in order to try and break that. I'm on 996 followers, and like it keeps going up and down, and it's infuriating me. I just can't get to that 1,000, and it's really, come on.
So everyone out there, follow him up till 999,
and then periodically,
and then periodically
just come
dip
back
off.
and drop off. Yep. I've got some other things on there as well. Something I did get is that not to do with comics, but not to do with games, but a comic, Amazing Spider-Man 42, which is the very first appearance of Mary Jane Watson.
Oh,
Yeah. So if you click across,
I didn't realise it
Anto,
took that long for MJ to get in there.
it was an ongoing joke. So, like, she was always obscured because they were always, her Aunt Anna and Aunt May were always trying to set them up. And you never saw what she was. And, like, he always used to go,
Is this the one where she rocked up and says, like, hey, tiger or something?
You just hit the jackpot?
Yeah.
Yep. So if Anto clicks across on that picture, you actually see that panel. There it is.
Oh, there it is at the door. Hey, tiger, you just hit the jackpot or something.
Yep. Face it, Tiger.
Face it, tiger. Yeah,
Face it,
I
tiger.
remember that. I remember reading that.
Yeah. So, not bad for a 50-year-old comic. I got the final Wii that I needed for all my variants. So that was good. That was $5. That was a good time. All it is the later model where the Wii logo was on the side and didn't have
So
the
wait,
GameCube ports.
it was the shittest Wii model.
Yep. But I paid $5 for it, so
Nice.
I'm pretty happy with that. But I also, yes, Anto?
I wouldn't say it's the worst Wii model, because the Wii Mini doesn't have Wi-Fi or any other tech in it.
Correct.
I've got the Wii Mini as well. Wii Mini, did I say that right? Yeah. Bad Game Arts.
I think what you meant to say was you had a mini wee.
Good old Bad Game Arts, where I post all the worst art from video games
It's
in
just so bad.
the 90s and 2000s. First up there, you can see Dragon's Curse, and I'm just sort of confused here why the dragon has armor on.
Why does the dragon have armor on?
I can tell you why.
Why?
It's because this particular version of it had a limited palette, and they just changed certain parts instead of creating entirely new sprites.
Wow.
Wow, so the dragon, like, what gets me is the dragon's got it on its arm and its legs, but not its giant green belly. That is real close to that sword.
Some would say the soft part.
The most vulnerable part is not taken up. Next one, Anto, I've put a couple up this week because I haven't the past couple. Devil Assault.
Is that a tank?
Yes, so the tanks are the devil's biggest weakness. I think that was in the Bible, that if the devil comes along, if you got a tank,
Sherman
you're good.
tanks will give him up.
And I do like the fact that one of the commenters there has said the devil feels like he wants a refund on those minions because
Yeah, look at him.
one's like a ball with hands. It's like sort of like we draw as people when you're a child.
The other ones look like they're made out of Milo tins.
Yeah, or Ned Kelly's. Next one over there, Anto. We've got a thing that I put up. Oh yeah, this is just an ad, and it's cool. It just says D-Force, seek and destroy. I
They
quite often use my
love the
D-Force to seek
D?
and destroy. Well, when I was younger, I did.
Really?
Yep. Seek and destroy. Oh, God. Next. Last one, I think. Oh, yeah. Finders Keepers. So what really got me weirded out here was how happy that knight is to be holding that rather phallic-looking sword. Or
And
how
how evil-
excited the mouse is
Oh, yeah!
to see him coming home with that phallic-looking sword.
Wow.
Is he carrying like a tray of treasure, or is it like someone's roast potatoes?
I'm glad that's what you've focused in on.
What? Something that looks like a penis, and I focus on it. Well, who would have thought?
Yeah, and two.
Anyway, Bad Game Arts, head over there. Give Mr. Benjamin a like on Instagram. Give Bad Game Arts a like on Instagram. Floppy Plays Games and Final Fantasy. Give them all a like. Give them all a thumbs up. And while you're there, head on over to hackthedino.com. Be sure to get a review for us on Spotify. Give us the 5 stars. If you listen to this on Apple Podcasts, leave us a review. That would also be very, very nice. Spot the YouTube Spot the YouTube.
Spot.
Go to YouTube, spot it, find us, do the like, do the subscribe, do all that stuff that doesn't matter because, like, you know,
Watch it too.
whatever. Yeah,
Have a-
watch
you know,
it.
have a laugh.
Or don't. Like, I can't
Nah.
blame you if you don't.
Watch it.
Just random.
Spot a tube.
Just like, well, I don't know what we're doing. Like, we're just.
I'm gonna go.
All right. Yeah, that's fair. That's.
Bye, everyone.
That's